So we looked at 8th and 9th grade. We looked at 10th grade. We looked at 11th. Now we're going to the big seniors, 12th grade. What are some of the things that you really should be looking at during this recruiting process? Yes, this has been a long process. You had lots of phone calls, lots of mails, lots of letters. Everybody's asking you, where are you going to sign? Where are you going to sign? Where are you going to sign? It's almost like a bride as soon as she gets married. When are you going to have babies? When are you going to have babies? Trust me, it's time. So these are a couple tips that you can do or you can use during your senior year after you did a lot of the work of the recruiting process. So before you go on your official visit, you finally narrowed your list down. You got to your top 3, possibly 4, that you're going on to those official visits. So before you even get on the plane, on the car, train, whatever, make sure you have questions ready to ask. Not only the coaches, not the head coach, but also the assistant coaches, also the players, any of the managerial staff, or even some students that are in certain classes. What questions will you ask? Because that's the one thing when you go and the coaches are going to ask you, what is it that you want? And you're like, I want a scholarship. No kidding. Everybody wants a scholarship. But what is it that you want in particular from this school? In particular, from this athletic program, from this coach? How are you going to get support? What happens if you need some support with mental health? Where do you go? What's the protocol? What is the normal everyday going ons for an athlete, for a basketball athlete, a football athlete? Because remember, everyone's schedule is different. So make sure you ask these questions. Parents, you drop the kid off and then you go. Okay? No parents on official visits. No. I just want to, no. No. Okay? You drop the kid off and then you go somewhere. Now, here's one thing. When you come and pick your child up, see if you can talk to one of the players and ask, can I have your mom or dad's phone number or email? Because sometimes if you really want the nitty of the gritty of that program, talk to a parent of a player that's currently there. Trust me, they'll speak the word. And the key thing is to trust your instinct. If your heart is telling you this is not the school for me, even though this is the best coach in the whole world that plays this sport or that coaches this sport, if your instinct is telling you no, follow your instinct, follow your heart. Because something is telling you, something's kind of giving those red flags. And some people, you get so excited about all the bells and whistles because, oh, they're throwing a party for me. And, oh, they're doing all this at a game. And this is awesome. And, oh, they got my jersey with my name on the back of it. Coaches will do and say what they need to do in order for you to get into their program. Remember, you are using your athletic ability to get an education of life, social, be able to network, learning your skills, which will help you with your future career. Athletics is going to be essential to help you with that, but you're not going to college just to be an athlete. Okay? So these are like the major things that I kind of like to put together. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, you're like, oh, can you clarify what I should do in my 12th grade year? Now, what happens if I'm just starting out in my 12th grade year? You're going to have to do all those steps like that. That's why a lot of recruiting places really don't like to handle 12th graders that are just starting the recruiting process. Because as you can see, just based on what I just gave you, it is a long process. And to do all this in a short amount of time, some people will not touch it with a 10-foot pole, okay? And especially during your senior year, coaches already have an idea of who they want. They already have an idea of who's going to graduate and try to figure out who's going to fill those spots before the season is over. Usually they're having this discussion during Midnight Madness, okay? Like as soon as the season's about to start. So it's not even during March Madness. It's like before the season of that kid's senior year opens up, they're already talking like, okay, who's going to graduate? Who's going to take that spot? Who's going to take this spot? So it's also do your research. Look at the schools that you want to attend, and then take a look at the roster. If you're a sophomore, look at the sophomores and the freshmen. Who's playing what position? Are any of them taking your positions? If not, that means there's going to be a position open where you could be that filler. But no matter what, trust your instinct, do your research, because you're going to need to do this step by step. And you can do it by yourself. So, but if you do need support, even just to have someone to talk it out, someone that's been through it as a player and as a coach, yeah, reach out, ask questions, and contact me if you need some more assistance. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next video.